Suddenly, a young girl stopped the elderly man and said, "Sir, may I ask you for a small favor?" The elderly man, surprised, replied, "Child, what is it?" The girl took a deep breath and explained that she was on a business trip and hadn't eaten anything since morning. She had left her phone and wallet at home and didn't have any cash to buy food. "Could you lend me some money? Just $40 or $50? The elderly man looked at her carefully and said, "Child, you are well dressed. You don't seem to be from our village." The girl replied, "Yes, I am on a business trip. I came to visit a student at the primary school." The old man opened his wallet and said, "Child, I don't have much, but take this and eat." The girl gratefully said, "Thank you so much. You are truly kind-hearted." The elderly man shook his head and said there was no need to repay him because everyone faces difficult times at some point in life. The girl paused for a moment and asked about the real issue. Then the elderly man quietly explained that he was a teacher in the village and one of his students had suddenly developed a heart condition. According to the doctor, surgery was necessary and expensive, but the child was an orphan. The villagers were supporting him, but he needed urgent help. Tears welled up in the girl's eyes and she asked, "Have you taken him in like your own grandson?" The elderly man smiled and said, "Yes, these children are the greatest joy of my life. I never married, but raising and educating these kids was my responsibility." The girl took out money from her pocket and said she had $20,000, which would be enough for the emergency surgery. The elderly man hesitated to accept it, but the girl reached out her hand and said, "This is to help the child, and I feel responsible for him like a parent." The elderly man's eyes filled with tears and he said, "Child, you are truly remarkable. May God bless you." Friends, if you liked the kindness shown by both of them, don't forget to like this video.